Alright, it's time to continue another one of my runs here on my Leafs Fan 18 channel. And which run is that? Well, looky here! It's a run I have intended to in quite a while. And that would be Jeopardy for the Nintendo Wii. This will be my 20th game of Jeopardy for the Wii. And I have a 90 gig total of $750,000. So yeah, $750,000.
Welcome to Jeopardy, everyone.
I just want to check something first. Yeah, this is my 20th game, but for some reason it says I have 749,000 there on the screen. But I'm pretty sure my announced total is the correct one, so I'm going to stick with that. Alright. Take it away, Mr. Johnny Gilbert.
This is Jeopardy!
I had considered discontinuing this run because I had tended to it for such a long time, but hopefully I'll be glad I chose not to discontinue it.
And now, here is the host of
The
Jeopardy!
last several times I've done this game on camera were for
Thank
some
you, Johnny.
specials.
Hi, folks, and welcome. You all look eager to
So
get
hopefully I
underway,
don't show
so
too
let's
much,
get
Russ.
right into it.
Let's take a look at the categories for the
First
Jeopardy round, shall we?
These categories for you. Animals.
Animals.
Historic Munich.
Historic Munich.
Ain't we got pun?
Ain't we got
Literature.
with L in quotation marks.
Sports terms.
Sports terms,
And
okay.
fish and chips. A lot of clues, A scholarly paper on punning restaurant names was titled, Do Drop In, and This Vegetable Entertain You.
What is lettuce?
Yes, player one. Use the Wii remote or press the corresponding... Right.
Alright.
Please pick again, player one. A presidential exhibit at the National Postal Museum was called This to the Chief.
What is mail?
It's
I
player
should
one.
mention, in the last regular game of this that I did for my run, I ended up winning a total of $90,000.
Select again. About comparing a pair of beetles, a punchline in Master and Commander is choose the lesser of two these.
Weevils.
Okay, player one. Right.
800. Pun.
You again, player one. 8 months pregnant, Jolie Fisher did a cabaret act entitled From Here to This. Player one.
Maternity.
Hey, you're right.
Okay. Sports terms for 200.
Player one, back to you. Net. Ace. Foot fault. Okay, player one.
What is tennis?
Yeah. Right.
Okay. Sports
Player
terms
one.
for 4.
Bunker. Wedge. Caddy.
What is golf?
Let's hear it, player one.
A sport I do not watch. Sports terms for 6.
We return to you, player one. Backfield. Blitz. Yes, player one.
Mikey'd be on me if I didn't get this right. What is football?
That is correct. Player one. Back punning on Glenn
One for
Miller.
1,000.
A 1985 film with Gina Davis as a vampire was called This 65,000. Player one.
What is Transylvania?
That's it.
4,200 now.
You get
Sports
to
terms
pick
for
again,
8.
player Kelly will present this clue.
Googly, gully, and batsman are terms used in this sport.
What is cricket?
It's player one.
Another sport I do not watch.
That is correct. Player one. You fletch. Quiver. Okay, player one.
What is equestrian?
That's not it.
No.
Anyone else care to try to come up with a correct response? We're talking about Archery.
Archery, of course. But I'm still in the lead,
You
though.
get to pick again, player one. The striped species of this mammal is identifiable by the 2 white stripes down its back forming a V. Let's hear it, player one.
What is zebra? No.
Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this?
Starting to lose money now. I don't want that.
Here's what we were looking for. The skunk. Player one. The Cape species of this bovine of southern Africa is extremely dangerous to man and has never been domesticated. Yes, player one.
What is buffalo? Okay, come on. There we go.
Yes.
And buffalo is the correct answer.
Please pick again, player one.
Literature.
The ban on this D.H. Lawrence book was lifted in 1959 in the United States. It's player one.
What is Lady Chatterley's lover?
Yes.
Literature for 400.
Player one. Federico Garcia Lorca wrote a famous one of these for the death of a bullfighter. Player one.
What is lament?
You are correct.
Okay.
Player one. Back to you. Whitman's When Lilacs Last in the Dooryard Bloomed was an elegy to him. Okay, player one.
Who is Longfellow?
No. Anyone else? Player three?
Robert E. Lee.
No, that's not right. Anyone else care to try to come up with a correct response? Yes, player two.
Abraham Lincoln.
Yep. Choose again. Player two.
Literature 800.
Polonius tells this character, "This above all, to thine own self be true." It's player one.
Who's Laertes?
Right you are.
Okay, it takes me up to 5,000.
We return to you. This woman was the subject of Petrarch's Canzoniere. Let's hear it, player one.
Who is Laura?
Yeah, good.
Up to 6,000.
You again, player one.
Animals for 6.
Kelly?
The cuddly koala feeds almost exclusively on the leaves of this tree of the myrtle family.
Player one.
What is eucalyptus?
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay, animals for 800, please.
Select again. On the Galapagos Islands, the marine type of this lizard feeds on algae that it gathers off rocks at low tide. Okay, player three.
Iguana?
That's right.
That's
there you go.
right.
And you're back into some money, player three.
Three's
You
out of the
pick again,
hole.
please.
Animals for 1,000.
This small Andean rodent is prized for its fur, which can be gray with a deep blue underfur. It's player one.
What is a chinchilla?
Good for you.
Up to 7,600.
Player one, back to you.
Fish and chips,
The
200.
moray variety of this fish is sharp-toothed and can be vicious if provoked. Yes, player one.
What is eel?
Yeah, correct.
Alright. Fish and chips,
Player one.
400.
The ability of the members of the family Exocetidae to get airborne earned them this two-word name. Let's hear it, player one.
Flying fish?
That's correct.
Okay, 8,200. Fish and chips for 6.
We return to you, player one. Let's go over to Kelly.
On this man's first voyage, brothers Martin and Vicente Pinzon commanded the Nina and Pinta.
Okay, player one.
Who is Christopher Columbus?
You got it.
To 8,800. Fishing ships for 8.
Player 1.
Answer there, Daily Double.
Answer, the Daily Double. You are in first place. What are you going to win?
3,200.
Okay,
please.
here is the clue. Small freshwater fish of the family Pterophyllum are known by this heavenly name.
What is angelfish?
That puts you even
And that
further
takes me up
ahead.
to $12,000.
You again, player 1. Built in 1816, the first private yacht to cross the Atlantic shared its name with the barge of this queen. It's player 3.
Cleopatra.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right.
Player 3.
Historic
you pick
Munich
again,
for
please.
200.
On Munich's coat of arms, you'll find one of these religious figures who originally settled the city and gave it its name. Here's the correct response. A monk.
A monk, okay.
Choose again. Player
Again.
3.
Start Unit 400.
Munich's motto used to be Die Weltstadt mit Herz, the world city with this.
I'll try it.
Player 1.
What is heart?
That's right. Way to
Okay,
go.
12,400 for me now.
Select
Start
again.
Unit for 6.
In 1634 and 1635, this deadly contagion devastated Munich, killing more than 1/3 of its residents. Let's hear it, player 1.
What is bubonic plague?
You are correct.
Up to 13,000. Start Munich for
You get to
800.
pick again. The Summer Olympics in Munich in this year were sadly marred by terrorism and tragedy. Yes, player 1.
What is 1972?
Right you are.
Okay. And we
Here's
have
the
one
$1,000
clue left for
clue.
$1,000. Let's have a look at it.
In the 16th century, Munich was a center of the German phase of this movement against Protestantism. Let's hear it,
Katie
player 2.
rings in. Spanish Inquisition.
No, that's not right.
Nope.
Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this?
Well, it's 50-50.
Okay, player 1.
What is Counter Reformation?
Yep.
Yep. Alright. So we have Katie at minus 400, Samuel at 1,200, me at 14,800. Katie selects first in Double Jeopardy.
Categories for the Double Jeopardy round.
And we have these categories for
Birds.
Double Jeopardy. Birds.
Foreign words and phrases.
Foreign words and phrases.
My Spice.
My Spice.
Literature.
Literature, this time with
Sports
Alabama
Joes.
Digimons. And
Medieval
Sports Joes and
Europe.
Medieval Europe.
Okay, let's get
All
back
right,
into
where do we
this.
start?
Player 2.
Four
You
words
make
and
the
phrases
next
for
selection
400.
as we continue. The name of this type of poem is from the Japanese for stanza. Player 1.
What is haiku?
Hey, you're right.
Okay, Sports Joes for
Please pick
400,
again.
please.
In a nice 2-year run, he married Marilyn in 1954 and was elected to the Baseball Hall of Fame in 55. Yes, player 1.
Who is Joe DiMaggio?
Right.
Sports Joes for 800, please.
Select again. Richard Nixon's enemies list included Jane Fonda and this New York Jets quarterback.
Who is Joe Namath?
It's player 1. Correct.
Sports Joes for 1,200.
Choose again, player 1. In 1973, George Foreman grilled this smoking guy, knocking him down 6 times in 2 rounds.
Who is Joe Frazier?
Okay, player 1. Good.
Sports Joes for 1,600.
You again, player 1. In 1908, troubled by blisters, this outfielder played in his stocking feet.
Who is Joe Jackson?
Yes, player 1.
And Sports Joes for 2,000.
Player 1. In 1950, he became an assistant coach for Penn State football. In 66, he took over as head coach.
Who is Joe Paterno?
Let's hear it, player 1.
Who's no longer the coach for Penn State, nor
That's
is he.
correct.
And he's not even alive anymore.
Please pick again, player 1.
Okay, how about Medieval Europe 400?
Let's go to the Clue Crew for this next clue.
Bodiam Castle in Sussex was built during the 100 Years' War to defend England from this foe.
It's player 1.
What is France?
Correct.
21,600.
Player 1.
Okay,
Pick
literature
again.
for 400.
As this 1931 novel begins, Wang Lung travels to the house of Huang to fetch his bride. Player 1.
Never really read this novel, but I'll take a guess. What is The Good Earth?
That's it.
Alright! Considering I had never read that novel, that was a pretty
We
good
return
guess.
to you, player 1.
Birds 400.
Perhaps this thrush, a type of babbler, hangs out at comedy clubs with the same named hyena. The correct response is laughing.
Laughing, okay.
You get to pick again, player 1. Listen, you white-bellied bustard. I know where you live. This continent's savannah.
What is Africa?
It's player 1. Yes,
Birds 1200.
player 1. This common long-legged wading bird gets its name from a prop used by circus performers. Yes, player 1.
What is Stilt?
Good for you.
That's 24,000 even. Birds for 16.
Player 1. Back. Musical name of Cygnus buccinator. Here's what we wanted. The trumpeter swan. Please pick again.
Birds 2000. Answer there. One of the two daily
Answer.
doubles.
The first of the daily doubles. And you're in the lead now. Please select your wager, player 1.
I'll go 6,000.
All right,
A total of
here's your
3,000
clue.
if I'm correct.
This bird of the family Gruidae can be distinguished from the heron by the bustle of feathers over its rump.
What is the Ibis?
Even so,
No,
you are
but
still in the lead. Here's
no,
the
what
response
do we
we
need?
were looking for. The crane.
Oh, the crane. So I dropped to 18,000, but I
Player
get to
1,
again.
back
Literature
to you for
800.
Washington Irving based this character on his friend Jesse Merwin, a school teacher. Okay, player 1.
Who is Ichabod Crane?
Good.
Literature 1200.
Player 1. Upton Sinclair's 1927 novel Oil was based on this presidential scandal of a few years earlier. Let's hear it, player 3.
Teapot Dome.
Good.
Okay. Same old doubles as my 2400.
Player 3.
And
Pick again.
What are we going for now? Literature for 16.
In the Oxbow this, vigilantes hang 3 men falsely accused of cattle rustling. Player 1.
What is murder?
Nope.
No. So I fall to
Any other takers?
17,200.
Yes, player 2.
Affair.
Sorry.
No.
That's wrong. Anyone else? Let's hear it, player 3.
Incident.
That is correct.
So I'll put Samuel at 4,000.
Choose again, player 3.
Foreign words and phrases for 800.
Undercover cop Arnold Schwarzenegger taught it in a 1990 film.
What is kindergarten?
It's player 1.
Okay, I'll put me back at 18,000. Four words and phrases for
You
12.
again, player 1. A medical aphorism, primum non nocere, is translated as, first of all, do know this. Player 1.
What is do no harm?
Yes.
Alright, 19,200. Four words and
You get
phrases
to pick
for 16.
again, player 1. This Arabic salutation, often followed by alaikum, means peace. The correct response is salam.
Salam, okay.
Player 1,
2,000
you pick.
for words and
And here's
phrases.
Kelly.
Horses are put through precise maneuvers in this, a French word for training.
We're talking about dressage.
Dressage.
Select again.
Literature 2000.
The title of this Steinbeck novel refers to a district above Monterey inhabited by paisanos. Here's the correct response. Tortilla flat.
Never heard of that.
We return to you,
You're
player 1.
800.
St. Augustine established himself in this city as the first archbishop of the English Church. Okay, player 1.
Was Canterbury?
That's correct.
20,000.
Player 1.
1,200.
We're in
Yeah,
love
I
with
ended
the
up
medieval French
picking
literary work
1,600.
called
Oh, well.
This of the Rose.
I meant to pick 1,200, but...
Let's hear it,
Okay.
player 3.
Samuel says the song.
Sorry.
No. Well, it's a 50-50 chance.
Anyone else care to try to come up with a correct response?
Since it's a 50-50, I'll try
Player
it.
1?
It's not song. How about the romance?
You got it.
Yeah, I got the right one. Now let's go to 12.
You again, player 1. In the 1177 Peace of Venice, Frederick I, nicknamed this for his red beard, acknowledged Alexander III as Pope. It's player
And
2.
Katie rings in. She says
That is
Barbarossa.
correct.
Minus 800.
You get to pick again, player 2.
Medieval Europe 2000.
This dynasty of Frankish kings ruled France from 751 to 987.
Well, we know where that other daily double is now.
Yes, player
What
3.
does Samuel say? Merovingin.
Sorry, that's...
Merovingin. No.
Anyone
So
else want
drops
to
to
hazard a guess
400,
on this?
and I think I'm going to take a chance.
Okay, player 1.
Carolingian.
Right.
23,600.
We
One
return to
category
you,
left.
player
My
1.
spice 400.
The Ceylon, or tree type of this spice that's good on toast, is buff-colored and mildly sweet. Let's hear it, player 1.
Well, what is cinnamon?
Right.
It's 24,000.
Player 1, back
Spice
to you. The
800.
name of this spice, important in Asian incense, can also refer to a small piece of garlic. Okay, player 1.
What is clove?
That is correct.
My spice for 1,200.
Player 1. In a sushi bar, you will likely be offered some pickled this, so you can cleanse your palate between bites.
Samuel?
Yes, player 3.
Paprika. No, it's not it.
Incorrect. Any other takers? Player 1?
Okay, it's not paprika. What is... thyme?
Sorry.
No, it's the other one, ginger.
Anyone else? It's player 2.
So that puts
You've
Katie
got
out
some
of the
money
hole
again.
at 400.
Choose again.
My
Player
spice
2.
for 16.
Brassica yunctia is the brown or Indian type of this spice. Yes, player 1.
What is mustard?
Right you are.
And the last clue belongs to me because
And now the
it's the
$2,000
other daily
clue.
double.
Answer the second daily double. And you have the lead. You need to select your wager.
4,800.
Here is
And here's
your
our-
daily double
here's the clue.
Popular in spaghetti sauce, wild marjoram is more commonly known by this name.
What is basil?
You are still
No.
in first place, though. Here's what we wanted. Oregano.
Oregano was what we wanted. Alright, so I finished Double Jeopardy with 20,400, Katie at 400, and Samuel at minus 800, so Samuel will not be around for Final Jeopardy. So it's down to being Katie, and the category is the 50 states.
What are you going to wait? Each direction on the plastic roll pad represents a different response.
Alrighty.
Press a direction to select an answer. The Final Jeopardy clue.
Our Final Jeopardy answer today is...
It was the only state physically and politically formed directly because of the Civil War.
What is West Virginia?
Did you come up with
And
a
what
correct response?
does Katie say? West Virginia.
And this correct response
Yes,
will add how
that's
much
correct,
to your
and her
score?
wager, 400. So she doubles to 800, and my response was...
What did you put as your response?
My response was West Virginia, and that, of course, is
How much did you add
correct.
to your total with that correct response?
19,600. So I go up to $40,000, and I have won.
Congratulations to you,
And-
player one.
For 20 games, I'm now up to a total of $790,000.
We'll see you all next time.
And that does it for this game of Jeopardy on the Nintendo Wii. I will see you all next time.